2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And tonight, 2 offenses that like to score in the post. Shaq, defensively, how do you counteract that?
2 types of denying. Deny the position and deny the entry pass.
Yes.
Sounds like you're in a state of denial.
I deny everything you just said.
Is it just me? I thought that was funny.
But you know what the other thing you could do, Shaq? If you pressure the passer, what it does is then it allows the defender to have more time to get around on the defensive and provide.
You're lucky I didn't guard you in your career.
Oh, I would have went right by you.
You're lucky.
I would have hoped you pressured me.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. It's time for the tip.
The crowd is assembled at the American Airlines Center looking for a Mavericks win here in downtown Dallas. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. This game marks the end of a road trip for Oklahoma City. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
Exactly, and confidence so big in this league, Greg. You know that. You want to keep that upper hand against teams whenever possible. And you can see they've got that look in their eyes. I mean, it's time to get busy and go to work.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Andre Robertson out there with Gallinari. Then it's Chris Paul. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 2. We are far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Right outside. Outside, Porzingis. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Curry with it. Chris Paul covering. A wide open look here for Wright. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence. from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Powell with the steal. Takes a three. Another three for Dallas.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Curry. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Right for three. Gallinari with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet little floater.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's Curry. He had 16 points in the win against New Orleans. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Dwight Powell, a nice player who has carved out a good role for himself on this team. You can start him if you need to, Clark, or he'll give you a spark off the bench.
I think his greatest value is, though, bringing that spark off the bench. I mean, some guys are just as productive in limited minutes as they would be in starting minutes, so he's one of those kinds of guys. He's excellent at finishing around the rim and creating havoc with his activity at both ends of the floor.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Powell.
You know, for the Mavericks, protecting the rim has been an issue. Bottom of the league in block shots 3 years in a row now.
He hits both from the stripe. And talking about the Mavericks defense, they also had trouble stopping dribble penetration.
Well, not really athletic as a group, which was part of the problem in that area of the game, but extremely smart as a group. They knew what offenses were trying to do to stop them. And I think some of that is not just the IQ of the players, but the acumen of the coaching staff. Very sharp and shrewd in game plan design.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the score by Oklahoma City. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Here's Adams. Last game we saw him score 13. Call passes to Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Again, Oklahoma City. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. Outside, Porzingis. Shoots over Adams. And the shot falls short this time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Porzingis with the steal. Here's Curry. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Curry's got 5.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
That one goes in. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
Kevin, he said it was all about taking advantage of what the defense gives them tonight and not forcing things. He said the team that beats us more often than anyone is ourselves. When we lose focus, it's very difficult for us to win. It's something I stress to the guys on the way to the arena. We'll see if they heard him, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
You're right on top of it, Greg. That doesn't mean they can't be assertive offensively, but good shot selection and ball movement has to be the priority.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And looking now at some numbers for Steven Adams. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 13 points per game, 14 rebounds, and almost 3 steals. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And the first one drops.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Thunder trailing by 7. Schroeder looking around. Passes it to Muscala. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range.
And, you know, we've seen what Rick Carlisle can do on the court. He's a former coach of the year in the league and led the Mavs to a championship back in 2011. But his off-the-court talents are also very impressive.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Barea. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And it's blocked. Schroeder outside to the paint.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Barea with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, when I think of J.J. Barea, one of the words that comes to mind is fearless. I mean, he never hesitates to go right at big guys in the paint. Not afraid to force a tough pass through traffic. He's a very aggressive offensive player, and when you're as small as he is, sometimes that's the way you thrive.
That one is off. With Barea, he is usually the shortest player, Clark, on the court, so he has no choice but to be fearless.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, smaller guys typically play with an edge because it's been instilled in them from early on in their careers, because everybody tends to doubt guys that don't have great size. Barea knows how to play in space and understands the value of ball movement. And when other guys try to bully him, that little hombre is pretty strong, and he pushes right back.
Here's Diallo. The Mavericks making the shot. No one covering. Diallo's got his first points of the night.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Barea against Schroeder. Puts one up from 19. Connects. The jumper drops. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
It's hard to know what Barea is going to do in the pick and roll. I mean, he keeps the defense off balance, and not only is he an excellent passer, but he's a very good shooter out of the pick and roll, too.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lee passes to Kleba. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Barea. He has 5. Down low. The 9-foot shot. And the rejection by Noel.
And Noel just staking his territory with his massive reach. That wingspan makes him an intimidating presence who covers a lot of ground quickly.
Here's Kleba. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Traps in the tray.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Now here's Schroeder. They trail by 7. Here's Diallo, covered by Lee. And the pass to Noel. Schroeder against Barea. 5 to shoot. Muscala misses. Mavericks leading by 7. Barea kicks to Lee. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the inside, Marjanovic, and he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Thunder in 4th.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
And the Thunder with the possession here. 9-point game. Here's Schroeder to the middle. Noel. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Muscala kicks to Diallo. Pass to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Fires the 3.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
Kicks it to Barea. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Thunder trailing by 6. Schroeder finds Muscala. Pass to Ferguson.
Who's got ball? Screen coming.
Back to Muscala. The tray. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Dishes it to Lee. Orea, the pass to Marjanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Marjanovic has got his second bucket of the night.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
Tell you what, Greg, it's getting to the point where you assume every shot is going to go down. I mean, nobody's missing out there.
Here's Ferguson. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
For Dallas, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Take a break.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
A big disparity in the free throws, and that's been a big boost to their offense.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Lee. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Curry kicks to Hardaway. Inside. Kleba with the bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Curry against Paul. The shot. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari is out there with Adams. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. A shot by Curry, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. In the corner, right with it. He can't get that one. Adams, some nice D. Gallinari in the corner. That one's good from the corner. Gallinari's got 8. Clark, you went around, what, 6'8", 6'9" or so. Very versatile, able to shoot, certainly. We saw that in college and pro. Which players nowadays, if you had to say, hey, that kind of reminds me of how I used to play?
Well, you know, you think about a guy like Tobias Harris, really solid, can do a little bit of everything. Kyle Kuzma, the outstanding first-year player, just finished his first year with the Lakers. I like Thaddeus Young, even though he's a lefty, good size, gets to the glass, puts it on the floor okay. But those would be Kyle Kuzma and probably Tobias Harris, guys that remind me a little of myself back in the day.
Wonderful players. So it's the Mavericks now. The Thunder making the shot. Powell dishes to Wright. Back to Powell. That's tipped. Another shot. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. Thunder trailing by 5. Robertson finds Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Robertson the pass to Gallinari. Passes it to Adams. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And there was no effort on behalf of the defense. None. I mean, the shooter has to be upset with himself for missing that shot.
Wright with it. Chris Paul covering. Powell the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Powell. Gallinari covering. Here's Porzingis over Adams. And that one hits back iron.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Robertson. Guarded by Hardaway. Gallinari wide open. Drills it from outside. Gallinari's got 11 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Wright. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Thunder trailing by 6. And stolen by Wright. Fast break, Dallas. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Shoots over Adams. Porzingis can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. To the inside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Lee comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Barea subbed in for DeLon Wright. Then for the Thunder, Nerlens Noel checks in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Barea finds Curry. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And, you know, this is a shot that Seth can make. Give him some separation, and he's going to make it.
Schroeder outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Curry deciding where to go with it. The pass to Porzingis. Lee in the posts. Gallinari covering. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Now here's Adams. He has 6. Back to Schroeder. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Terrence Ferguson comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good on the triple.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy. Athletic enough to get things done on the court. Was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit. But I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Schroeder with the ball. He had 25 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's Diallo. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Fires, high post. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 7. Now Schroeder, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. And the 3 off target.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. They're a D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Schroeder. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Lee. It's hauled in by Diallo. Thunder trailing by 17. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Dallas has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Barea looking for an opening.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years, has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. It just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Nader's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 16. And it's Schroeder missing.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is 1 hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
Diallo, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Marjanovic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Mavericks.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Free throw drops from Marjanovic. Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Burton's checked in for Oklahoma City. He's off on the second. Thunder trailing by 17. To the middle. Here's Diallo. Barea pulls it in. Pass to Lee. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, Greg, and I think it complements the starters when you can have such firepower coming off the bench.
Now here's Lee. He's covered closely. Pass to Kleba. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's good for 2. Here's Barea. He has 6. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Here's Lee outside. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Lee's got 8.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Schroeder against Barea. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Barea. Broke off. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Hardaway for 3, and Davis pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 15. Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Barea. It's Powell on the wing. Right, the pass to Hardaway. Here's Kleba. Shot clock at 5. And that one drops for him. Kleba's got his second basket of the night.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's Dallas up by 15. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. They didn't wait long to put together a 9-2 run. They were making a lot of tough plays look easy. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay hot from three-point land in the second half, this game is over.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Cars crossing back and forth over the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge as we welcome you back to Dallas. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. They've got Powell. Curry is out there with Wright. And there's Porzingis. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Boy, the incredible court vision of Paul. He gets the ball to his guys where they can do something with it.
Here's Wright. Steven Adams making his last shot. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hardaway kicks to Wright. And here is Powell from the arc.
And Paul is known as a dogged defender, somebody who gets right up in the face of whoever he's on.
Robertson dishes to Adams. Gallinari surveying the D. Powell with the steal. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Here's Curry. And Dallas again with the bucket.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
Right against Paul. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Clock at 6. Gallinari with it. Powell on him. And it's Gallinari missing. Mavericks leading by 15. Curry with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And that one's good. Right.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
To the middle. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 10 points.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
Paul with the steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Mavericks. Outside Hardaway. Six on the shot clock. Three-pointer right. Good on the three-point shot. Wright's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers. Well, a chance here to check out Chris Paul. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's around 18 points per game, 8 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Mavericks leading by 16. Seth Curry missing all last season, Clark, with a bad leg and eventual surgery. You really feel for him.
You always do when guys are hurt because it's terribly frustrating. My career ended because of knee trouble early on, so I know the feeling. And it's especially hurtful and painful when a guy starts to show what he can do and be in the NBA. I'm glad to see he's back, and hopefully he'll continue to be the deep threat his team needs.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Curry. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love it.
Dallas calls timeout. And Chris Paul still looking for his first title. This Rockets team represents his best shot, Clark, but last year they couldn't quite get it done.
Well, the big reason for that, Kevin, was the fact that Chris Paul was unable to play in Game 6 and 7 against Golden State. He was so instrumental in key moments throughout that series. Had they had him in Game 6 and 7, I think they very well could have been playing for a championship last year.
Here's Curry, 13 points in the game. Outside, Porzingis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. Thunder trailing by 20. Here's the lob to Adams. Powell pulls it in.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Now here's Hardaway. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. 6 to shoot. Offline with the baseline jumper. For Oklahoma City, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Adams with the slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Right against Paul. Curry on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 18. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Dallas on defense. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Kicks it out to Paul from past the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Outstanding long-range marksmanship from Paul. Solid at spraying it from deep.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. It's good. And that's 13 points for Gallinari.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Number 1, Chris Paul.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Lee comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Barea subbed in for DeLon Wright. The Thunder also changing it up. Nerlens Noel checks in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away. Thunder trailing by 16. Passes it to Schroeder. Wide open. Kleber with the rebound.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that. And for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love him.
He's off on the first.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
Good on the second free throw. Thunder trailing by 17. Paul with the ball. 7 points in the game. And slam dunk by Noel.
Skying towards the hoop and decimating the defense with that ridiculous alley-oop dunk. Go ahead, Noel.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Marjanovic. He's got 5. Kleber the pass to Marjanovic. Lee outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists tonight.
And he's so aggressive offensively. I like his assertiveness. CP3 not taking 1 second extra to pull the trigger once he gets the pass.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mike Muscala is checked in for Adams. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 14-6 run. And the wide open shot from Paul. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Feeds it to Barea. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Schroeder finds Noel. Now Muscala out to the wing. It's stolen by Curry. To the paint. Here's Barea. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Here's Kleber. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A chance here to take a look at where the Mavericks rank in the NBA currently.
And they've also enjoyed a lot of success from beyond the arc. I mean, as you can see by that top 10 ranking and three-point percentage, that's a shot they should continue to feature in their offense.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 13-point game, and it's the Mavericks on the break. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Here's Schroeder following the score by Dallas. 4 on the shot clock. The baseline J off the mark. Curry kicks to Lee. One-on-one here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's check out some stats for Courtney Lee. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Now Curry. He's got 19. He kicks it to Barea. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Barea. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Thunder. The season well underway, and they've been solid. In third right now. And checking out Dallas, just way behind.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Kicks it out to Schroeder, lets it go with a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Schroeder's got 9.
Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open a look.
Schroeder against Barea. Pass to Kleba. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 3 assists tonight.
And, you know, Barea is a capable floor general. Very good at setting the table for his teammates.
And he recovers it. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Justin Jackson in for Seth Curry. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Gallinari's checked in. Now here's Barea. He's got 6. Pass to Marjanovic. On the wing, Jackson. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Thunder trailing by 11. 1:56 left to play in the third. Ball against Barea. Nobody near Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Barea, the pass to Lee. 1:29 left to play in the third. 4-on-3 break. Gallinari dishes to Schroeder. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Schroeder.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Barea finds Powell. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And 12 points for Chris Paul.
On the break is where Chris Paul's at his best. I mean, he loves taking advantage of space in the open court and beating everybody down the floor.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Noel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. There's no reason for these big men to shy away from contact on the inside, because when they get to the foul line, you can see the success they've been having in the past month. Gallinari is second.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, the former Kentucky Wildcat Noel is a phenomenal defensive player who's really starting to find himself on offense as well.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Lee. Kicks to Barea. Shoots over Schroeder. And Barea with the basket on the assist by Lee. Lee's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Passes it to Noel. Here's Muscala. The Thunder with another miss. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Jackson. Hits the close-range jumper. And now it's an 8-point Maverick lead. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Ball against Lee. Schroeder, left side, inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it, and if it's so close that you can't tell.
And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. No blow-bys.
Well, preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. I mean, he doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Dennis Schroeder, Mike Muscala out there, Gallinari. Then there's Robertson, and it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 2.
continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now, doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Shooting one.
Kristaps Porzingis standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
Adams can't cash in from close range.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Dallas leading by 11. Powell kicks to Hardaway. And there's the pass to Wright. Fires for 3. The shot missing. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And Porzingis, here we go.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
Thunder trailing by 11. Schroeder outside. And Robertson has it in the corner. Back to Schroeder. 5 on the clock, and he makes good on the layup. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants, and then gets his shot off in time. He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
He kicks it to Robertson, to the wing on the left. Schroeder outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots, gentlemen. Two shots.
And he makes the first. Schroeder hits them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Right, the pass to Barea. To the inside. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Adams. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 10. The shot's good from Robertson.
Great effort, terrific instincts. That's just solid all-around play, Kevin.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Here's Robertson, guarded by Hardaway, and Adams with the slam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Powell kicks to Hardaway. Again, the Mavericks score.
Man, you like this intelligence he plays with. I mean, you got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Curry's checked in for Dallas. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Mavericks leading by 8. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. From the top of the key. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Schroeder kicks to Robertson. Great D that time from Hardaway. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Thunder trailing by 10. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Schroeder, and the layup's good off the glass. Schroeder's got 18 points now here in the second half.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the lip.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
2.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Thunder trailing by 9. Out to the right wing. The 17-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Hardaway finds Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist in the game. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Shoots from 14, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Schroeder's got 26.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Porzingis passes to Wright. Back to Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And, you know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Curry. And it's Schroeder missing. Mavericks leading by 12. It's picked off. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. No good off the back of the rim. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Inside, it's stolen by Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 21.
He's becoming more comfortable and tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Gallinari outside. Back to Schroeder. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And Wright kicks to Hardaway. No good from outside. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Right against Schroeder. Kicks it to Robertson. Clock at 6. There's the dish to Adams. Over Hardaway. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Adams.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Wright looking around. Outside, Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Curry finds Powell. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Curry with the steal. Hardaway with a wide open look. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Thunder trailing by 16. Knocked loose. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, the game comes so naturally to him, easily. I mean, helping to expand their lead as they try to close this one out. He's doing it.
To the paint, and the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Oklahoma City shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Teams of the past would often pound the offensive glass, Clark. I think of the '84 Celtics, but now teams are running only one, maybe 2 guys to the offensive boards.
I think a big part of it is transition defense is so important that teams now don't send as many people to the offensive glass. But the flip side of that is if you get offensive rebounds, you get opportunities to score, and you can thwart transition chances. So I tilt towards trying to get to the offensive glass as long as you've got a couple of guys that are really good at it.
J.J. Barea's checked in for right. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Paul's checked in. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Will it go? And it's Paul missing. Mavericks leading by 20. Now here's Barea. And here is Powell. And taken away by Paul. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder trailing by 20. Bounce pass from Paul. Gallinari on the wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Curry. Lets it go from 14, and he gets the bucket. 14 points for Chris Paul.
Tell you what, that mid-range game from Chris Paul, he's really an assassin from there. You can see less and less of that shot in this day and age, but CP's got the green light to shoot it.
The three from Porzingis.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They get a hand on it. Right side Porzingis for 3. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Porzingis has got 25 points.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And it's always a good feeling to take that second contest after you drop the first one. Just a big win to even things up here in their 4-game season series against the Thunder.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Curry outside. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Hey, get CP3.
Ball against Barea. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Curry. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.